They have DPMM just a point behind and will be keen on building on that with a win tonight. Tanjong Pagar United will finish bottom for the first time since 2020. No matter what happens, they'll be keen on ending the season on a positive note with a good result. Let's hear from the coaches of both sides, with KG Shigatomi of Albirex Niigata Singapore up first, followed by Noalam Shah of Tanjong Pagar United.
Hi Shige, fourth place perhaps a bit out of reach now, but there's still fifth place to defend. What has been the team focus on in preparation for Tanjong Pagar?
Yeah, it's as you say, that's painful reality for all of us. But we will focus on the 90 minutes of this game. So play to our game, our style. So I think that's really important.
And like you say, it's important, but to get a result here, how are you planning to get that positive result?
Yeah, there's no doubt that this game is crucial. So definitely we have to be careful with their counterattacks and set piece. And I think the key is to play patiently.
And last home game of the season, are you excited to put a show on for your home crowd?
Yeah, as you know, today is our last home game of the season and also a derby match. So today is special game for us. So it's a game, it's a match. So we play to win. Simple as that. Of course, my boys know exactly what it means. That's why we have to show our fighting spirit and pride on the pitch.
Hi Alam, one last Jurong East derby for the 2024-25 season. Your thoughts ahead of this?
Again, tonight is going to be all about pride. Who's going to control the Jurong East, and I think very difficult for the boys also, not going to make excuses, but 4 games in 11 days is a bit straining. But I've told the players, go out and enjoy the game, play with desire, and also again emphasizing on the hard work and the determination. So that's about it.
And you said it was going to be difficult. So what kind of game are you expecting from Albirex, and how do you want to see tonight play out?
They are a team of full energy, so that I love this kind of play. So the demand that I set for my players is also the high energy, also to counter them back, and then pushing them all the way into their closer to their goal. Try not to go into our lower block, stay in the mid block, and try to high press them all the time, sir.
I know you won't have some of your mainstays tonight with no Matt, no Timor. So just talk us through your squad, and can we continue to see the young players stepping up tonight?
Today, Torsten going to rest, and then I'm going to give a start to Farid. I think that's about the chase. Mota going to start on the right. The back line is Syed, Marcus, and Faisal. But I'm excited to see how Farid fares. So hopefully he can grab this chance and enjoy the game. That is what he's supposed to do, and also see and try to show what he's capable of. Yep. Hopefully, inshallah, he will do really well today. Yep.
Well, really nice catching up with the coaches of both those sides ahead of this matchup. Noalam Shah looking for a strong finish to the end of the season, and as he said, pride to play for in this one. The Battle of Jurong East, the last derby of the Singapore Premier League campaign for 2024-25, and it's actually been pretty fiercely fought between these two sides, and pretty closely contested between these teams this season. A little bit more on the head-to-heads in just a bit, once we have a look at the match officials here. Referee for this one is Muhammad Shakawi Buhari, and he will be assisted by J. Ashok Raj and Muhammad Yazid Abdul Latif. Fourth official, Ahmad Akasha. Video assistant referees, VAR for this match, Andrea Verolino. Assistant VAR, Rohaida Nasser. We'll be keeping a close eye on proceedings this evening here at Jurong East. So let's have a look at the lineups then, beginning with the designated home side for this one, Albirex Niigata Singapore. They've not made any changes from the last time they were in action, and that's completely understandable, seeing as they were very impressive in that 4-1 win against Geylang International in their last league game. They've got Shingo Nakano up front, the 21 goals for this season. He's in a really good run of form. Shuhei Hoshino will be playing just in behind him as well with his 6 goals and 6 assists. They'll be flanked by Arshad Shamim, and Yohei Otake will have a bit of freedom playing off that right-hand side. It's a formula that seems to have really worked well for Keiji Shigetomi. Coming towards the end of the campaign, he was in a really poor run of form, needed to change things up, and he seems to have found a bit of a solution here. And they got their reward with that win against Geylang last time out. It's also his 91st match as head coach of Albirex Niigata over 2 spells. This is the starting 11 for Tanjong Pagar United. They have made 3 changes for this fixture from their 1-1 draw against Hougang United the last time they were in action. Farid Jafiri, the 21-year-old, gets an opportunity from the start as he comes into the side out on that left wing-back position. Zenevio Mota also makes an appearance in the starting 11 for this one, as does Faisal Roslan, who came on against Hougang and got the equalizer for his side. He'll be captaining Tanjong Pagar United this evening. Timur Talipov is out through suspension after he picked up a red card. A 1-match ban for him for denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. 17-year-old Torsten Cross is on the bench for this fixture. A bit more experience in the form of Raihan Rahman and Sahil Suhaimi on the substitutes bench for Noor Alam Shah if he needs them. It's his 16th match in charge of Tanjong Pagar United. It's been a tough task for him as their head coach, but there have been some encouraging performances. They are also missing their goalkeeper, the number 1 goalkeeper, Matt Silva, who will be going for surgery tomorrow on his injured finger, I understand. Pretty decent turnout here at Jurong East. And it's a wonderful venue as well. Football-specific stadium, stands really close to the action. Hassan Sani, a goalkeeper for Albirex Niigata, in the green there, giving a team talk to these players. He was interviewed recently and has no intentions of retiring or leaving the sport. Still feels he has plenty to contribute. And the staff at Albirex have spoken glowingly about his professionalism and his attitude, along with his quality on the pitch. He's a real leader for the side off it as well. And we're on the way here at Jurong East. Yohei Otake gets the ball all the way back to Koki Kawachi. It is Albirex Niigata in the orange, going from right to left on your screens, up against Tanjong Pagar United in the purple and black. Defending the goal to the left. Yoshimura into Hoshino. Can he use his physicality there? And he does so. Helps his side regain possession as Saifid Awas. We're going to try and set the tempo early on. Keiji Shigetomi spoke of needing to be patient at times, and they'll be wary of Tanjong Pagar United's ability and threat in the counter-attacking situations. Can be dangerous on the transition. They do have pace going forward, especially with the Zenevio Mota in the side. Saleh Cisse also gives them a lot of quality up front. 8 goals this season, but he helps to hold the ball up for this Tanjong Pagar United side and bring others into play. Here's Said Firdaus. There's the armband for this fixture as well. Real live wire in central midfield, Said Firdaus. Excellent work rate. Doesn't provide too much of a goal threat for this side, but wants to break up the opposition attacks and tries to link the play for them going forward. There's Otake. Proper quality on that left foot of his. Saifid quickly closed down by Mota. Hangs on to it. Here's Arshad. Gets support from Yoshimura. Uses him as a decoy. It's a good ball in. Looking dangerous early on here. Albirex, Shingo Nakano with the header on the far side of the area. First opportunity of this match going to the home side. Just gets underneath that delivery from Arshad Shamim. Tanjong Pagar winning the first meeting of this campaign between these sides by 2-1. That was in July of last year. It's a very impressive performance from Tanjong Pagar. Actually had a player sent off in that match. Another cross that's gone all the way through to Arshad. Easy for Riki Kimura. It's going back to that game, the first one of the season in July of last year. They had Said Akmal sent off in the 50th minute. They went down in the 16th minute to a Shingo Nakano goal. And they pulled off a very late comeback there with just the 10 players. Salif Cisse scoring the equalizer in the 74th minute before Faisal Roslan scored the win in the 86th from the penalty spot. Here come Albirex again. That's a lovely ball into Nakano. There's the opener for the home side. A lively start and a well-taken goal by a young player who was bang on form. 20-year-old Shingo Nakano gets his 22nd goal of this Singapore Premier League season. That's lovely work. That's Otake and the quality that he has. No question about Nakano being kept onside. Great run in behind. Good touch and just lifts it over. Riki Kimura doesn't panic. Simple enough finish in the end for Shingo Nakano. Lovely play by Yohei Otake though. In the build-up to that, given that license to drift in field. Starts out wide right, but gets into some great positions in central areas. Otake, who picks up his 8th assists of the season. And that pass into Shingo Nakano. That's confirmation. Goal number 22 for this campaign. What a signing he has been for the club. It's really added a goal threat for Albirex Niigata. They're up to 49 goals scored this season, and Nakano has 22 of them. His first season in professional football. Joining from El Camino College in the United States of America. Here's Mikuni. Albirex coming into this matchup in 5th on the standings, 6 points behind Ballistic Khalsa. Goal difference at -19. Ballistic Khalsa at +3. Albirex have just eaten away at that massive goal difference somewhat with that opener here. And they're looking good in possession, stretching out the pitch very well. It's nice width, good depth. Some great running off the ball as well, as we saw with the opener from Nakano. DPMM just a point behind them in 6th. Realistically for Albirex, the best they can actually do is 5th place, unless something incredible happens for them in terms of the goal difference over the next couple of matches, including this one. Here's Hazek. Going to try and make even more of a difference here, Albirex. Cleared away by Said Akmal. There's Cisse. Probably a lot more reliable in those situations. The pressure early on here. This is not the start that Noalam Shah will have been looking for. It's certainly not what he asked for from his side. Wanted them to be compact, to be aggressive, to play with intensity. When he actually wanted his side to play with a higher line, put Albirex under pressure. But they just haven't been able to get into any sort of rhythm early on. Still a long way to go in this matchup. And a chance at possession here for Tanjong Pagar. Here's Said Akmal. It's Fatullah on the outside of that back three. Just drifting out wide from that central midfield position. Mota drops in to help out Tomoki Wada. Quickly closed down by Nakano, so can't turn in possession. Goes back to side Akmal. 12 wins for Albirex Niigata this season. 3 draws, 15 defeats coming into this matchup. Tanjong Pagar, just 3 victories, 6 draws for them, 21 losses. Right at the bottom of the Singapore Premier League standings on 15 points. It's been a tough campaign for them. They don't score too many goals as well, just 31 from their 30 matches. They've now conceded 96. Finishing at the bottom for the first time since 2020 when they rejoined the league. Here's Mota, lovely touch. Takes him in field. Cisse trying to get around Mikuni. Very well done on the cover there by Mikuni. There's Nakano. Given the space to turn. Great idea. Another really good run off the ball there from Saif Firdaus. You could see what the intent was behind that pass. So we have another look at this goal. Otake, great ball in behind. An excellent first touch from Shingo Nakano. Gives him the opportunity to finish with his second. So the first Jurongese derby of this season going to Tanjong Pagar. Albirex Niigata then got some revenge in their home match in September. 4-1 win, much more comfortable for Albirex Niigata then. Shingo Nakano getting 2 goals in that match. Pretty good record that he has against Tanjong Pagar this campaign. Scored again against the Jaguars. Albirex also winning the third meeting between these sides on the 21st of February this year. Nakano now with 4 goals against Tanjong Pagar this campaign. This one for Hassan Sani. Comfortably done. Here's Hazek. Was done very well as an attacking fullback for Albirex in this system. But most of the campaign he was playing on the right wing for them. And this change of setup and formation from Keiji Shigatomi has just seen him moved into that right back role. Starts out there, and when they don't have it, he drops into that back 4. When they do have the ball, Albirex, he's invited to get forward and join in the attack, and he's got great pace down that right-hand side. And he's always happy to get forward and provide that width, allowing Yohei Otake just to drift in field. Here's Fatullah. Back at Tanjong Pagar United after his stint with the Young Lions. National service done for Fatullah Rahmat. At the captain's armband in the last fixture. Let's come back to Faisal Roslan. Here's Azim Akbar. Seeing lots of minutes down that right-hand side, Azim Akbar. Marcus Moses has been pretty impressive with the chances he's been given on loan from the Lion City Sailors. It's a move that looks to be working out well for him. And chances to play in the Singapore Premier League, help his development going forward in the longer term. Nazim. Wada. That's been left nicely by Reza Reski. Got the call from Cisse. Lovely ball in there. Farid could couldn't quite make the most of it. But Cisse, just as he played that pass, kept his position on the edge of the area. Did have numbers getting forward. Looking for a response here at Tanjong Pagar United. This 21-year-old Farid Jafiri making his 8th appearance of this campaign. Mota can't get away from Said Firdaus. It's Reza Reski. Also has been a regular in this side. As has Tomoki Wada. Where's their playmaker from those midfield positions? Albirex Niigata fired up for this one. The final home match of the season. Getting good support, and I've spoken openly about the fact that it's been a tough campaign for them. They expect a lot more from themselves. But Keiji Shigetomi has actually done a decent job of turning things around. They were really struggling at the start of the season under Kazuaki Yoshinaga. Bottom of the table, and then Keiji Shigetomi was put back in charge in July. It's really changed their fortunes. Here, Cisse is in behind. Lovely finish from Salif Cisse as well. Brilliantly done, and that's the sort of quality he brings to this Tanjong Pagar United attack. Ninth goal of the season for Salif Cisse. And they found their response, Tanjong Pagar. That's a great run. He keeps himself onside. Mota, and a brilliant pass into that channel for Salif Cisse. He spotted the goalkeeper. Will come out off this line. Just had a look, a couple of them in fact. And that's great awareness from Cisse. A deft finish. The French striker. Hasn't always been fit this season. You wonder what might have been for Tanjong Pagar United had he been available, because they've really struggled in front of goal without him. Far and away the top scorer of this side. Here comes that high press from Tanjong Pagar. Just exactly what Noah Alam Shah was looking for. Salif Cisse with 2 goals in his last 4 appearances for Tanjong Pagar now. th appearance of the campaign for Salif Cisse. It's only his 15th start. So only been available for just a bit more than half of Tanjong Pagar's matches this season. Has had his injury issues, has found it difficult to keep himself fit for a good solid run of games. A bit of an issue here between Said Firdaus and Fatullah Rahman. Still going on, they just both have to calm it down really. And the referee will have a word as well. Got a teammate stepping in. Well, it's actually both captains being called over. Just being given the message to let's try and cool things down. But it was Fatullah and Said Firdaus involved initially. There's a few words exchanged. Don't mind that at all. Nice bit of fight and competitiveness in a derby. Set it away by Hoshino. Here's Wada. Cross has taken a deflection. Farshad Shamim, a good start to this contest. Both sides really going for it here. Delivery from Wada. And claiming there was a touch of a hand there. Tanjong Pagar, they want a penalty. For ignoring the appeals. As Azim sends it back in. So there's going to be a bit of a pause here as they have a check on that appeal for a handball. Well, he had his arm close to his body there, Shuhei Hoshino, and it's just come off his... I don't think you can give handball for that. It's going to hit his body if his arm wasn't there. It's not extended away. It's not in an unnatural position. So they've come to the right decision. No penalty. And on we go. There's Azim. A 9-match run without a win at Tanjong Pagar. Last time they picked up maximum points was against DPMM. 3-0 win there on the 26th of January. Here's Mota. They've had 6 defeats and 3 draws in their last 9 league matches. A similar sort of story for Albirex Niigata as well. They've also been struggling in the league in recent weeks. Nicely done by Riki Kimura. Very well controlled, nice and composed. Albirex were on a 5-match run in the SPL without a win until that 4-1 victory at our Tampines hub against Geylang International just a few days ago. It's kept in play by Shingo Nakano. Arshad. Saifrid Aus. Here is Naoki Yoshioka, mid-season signing for the club. Otake again can just be so difficult to pick out for opposition sides. Being given that freedom to roam and drift into different positions. Nothing comes out of it this time around. Getting a closer look at Riki Kimura there. 7th appearance this season. It's been a bit of an interesting situation at Tanjong Pagar United in the goalkeeping department. They had Fasha Iskandar, Riki Kimura and Pratip Ekamparam as their options, and there were minutes shared. Pratip playing the most of them. There's 10 appearances, the 23-year-old. Fasha, before his retirement, had 7 appearances for Tanjong Pagar this campaign. And then they brought in Matt Silva, a 34-year-old Canadian. He became their #1 goalkeeper. Collected 9 appearances before He had that finger injury against the Lion City Sailors in that 1-0 loss. Game in which Tanjong Pagar looked pretty solid as well. Against a Sailor side that they've struggled against this campaign. To be fair, ever since they've come back into the SPL since 2020, they've never beaten the Lion City Sailors. We're back here in the present. Passage of play breaking down, and it's Albirex to come away with it. Here's Koki Kawachi. Otake. Six-time Singapore Premier League champions, Albirex Niigata Singapore. Were defending champions until the Sailors picked up their title win, their second. After that 1-0 victory over Tanjong Pagar. They're a club who expect to be challenging for honours, Albirex Niigata Singapore. It's going to be fascinating to see what they actually do in the off-season to turn things around. Definitely will see some changes in the makeup of this Albirex squad, and perhaps even in the head coaching department as well. Keiji Shigatomi, who's done a really good job to turn things around and has been at the club for a very long time. You wonder if he's going to be given a job for next season as well. And to just try and shake things up, so look for big improvements. Poor challenge that from Arshad Shamim, and you can see why Azim Akbar is not too happy with it. Arshad gets himself booked. This is a terrible challenge here from Arshad. From behind, it's high, it's late. Still taking a bit of time for him to just cool down here. Obviously wasn't happy with what Azim said to him. But it was an awful challenge, that. The 25-year-old Arshad Shamim, his 28th appearance of the season. And for Azim Akbar, it's his 23rd of the campaign. 23-year-old. Came through with the Tanjong Pagar in the 2022 season. That's when he made his debut. 2 appearances then, another 15 in the 2023 season for Tanjong Pagar. A lot more established now as a key player in this side. There's Wada with the delivery. Not a bad idea. Let's try to get it into the path of Marcus Moses. I wonder if he wanted a bit more elevation on that. Or was he looking to just play that in a little bit lower? No problems for Shuhei Hoshino. Wada. Well, this time around, it's Arshad's turn to be awarded with the free kick. There is Keiji Shigatomi. He's been at Albirex for a long time now, since 2014, various roles. And prior to that, he was with Sanfrecce Hiroshima as part of their academy. Here's Cisse. Good strong run into the box, Saleh Cisse. Well defended by Kawachi. Managed to get a ball in there. Mikuni with the header. Nicely positioned. Then he picks out Hazik. As Otake, quick feet. It was announced that he isn't going to be part of the club next season. Otake, expiry of his contract. He's there looking to make a difference now. Sends it just wide. Again, it's just not picked up. Well, that's the beauty of the position that he's in, or rather than the position, the role that he's been given. There's that freedom to just roam into dangerous areas. He's a real threat. Here's Yohei Otake. 36 years of age, 5 goals, 8 assists now this campaign. 3 attempts for Albirex. Nakano's in behind. It's a brilliant save by Riki Kimura. Came out very early and really quickly. And that left leg, that's excellent flexibility from Riki Kimura. Stretched it across, got a touch on that, and denied Shingo Nakano. Nakano with 3 goals in his last 2 appearances now for Albirex. Could have added another. Kimura goes for the punch, not convincing. And Hoshino tried to get a quick shot away. Yoshioka. It's on to Yoshimura. Just too narrow with that pass, Junki Yoshimura. He wanted to invite Arshad Shamim to push in field with that run. With that booking earlier, by the way, Arshad Shamim up to 5 yellow cards for the season. Great save from Riki Kimura, keeping the scores level at 1 apiece. Joining Tanjong Pagar for this campaign after his own national service was completed. Previously with Palester Kalsa and Warriors FC. Made his debut for Warriors FC back in the 2019 campaign. Yoshioka. Yoshimura. That's Hazek. Very compact, just in that position, and they've been able to get a throw-in out of it. Yoshimura is looking for options, but has to go back for now to Mikuni. Again, looking to have a bit of a higher starting position here, Tanjong Pagar. There's that pressure. Don't want Albirex to get into any sort of rhythm. It has been an entertaining contest. I have heard from some of the coaches in the league, spoken about how they are looking forward to the end of what has been a very long campaign. More than a year now since the season started. It's a great touch from Cisse into Mota. It's tricky in possessions, Anivia Mota. Exchanging positions for the moment with Azim Akbar. As Mota hit the ball in. Hazek doing his defensive duties as the right back, tucking in well. Otake. Always looking to try and get it into Otake if they can. And that playmaker for this side. Couldn't quite get his pass out to Arshad Shamim. Otake. Otake again. Just in behind Arshad Shamim. Moved across to the right-hand side, making that diagonal run. Again, it was a really good idea from Otake. It's just in front of the run of Arshad, and he would have been in behind with an opportunity to get the second goal for Albirex. We'll try again with Hazek. Otake drives into the box. Still with Yohei Otake. Just ran out of room eventually, but he has earned the corner for his side. He's been excellent in this first half. Otake, real creative force for Albirex. Quite clearly, good angle on that replay, taking a touch of Farid Jafiri, going out for that corner. Got great quality on his deliveries from these set pieces as well. 6 orange shirts, well 7 if you count Arshad Shamim, who's just on the edge of the box. He's moved in now. Mikuni, Kawachi in there, Hoshino on the far side, comes to Mikuni. Did well to peel away, had a free header. Just couldn't put it on target. Just the 1 goal this season for Mikuni, but he does get himself into some decent areas from these set pieces. Probably will feel that he should have more, the 26-year-old. celebrating his 27th birthday on the 31st of this month. Stevie Mikuni joined the club after a couple of seasons with Gifu in J3. He used to play for Mito Hollyhock in J2 as well. His only goal so far this season for Mikuni, coming in a 3-2 defeat for Albirex against DPMM in November of last year. Hazek, again not shy to get forward. Has cover this time from Otake to double up on Cisse, who still comes away with it. Lovely play from Salif Cisse. Ambitious perhaps with that diagonal. Easily cut out by Junki Yoshimura. Has also had a really good campaign for Albirex this season. The young defender has shown his versatility and his ability to play at right back, left back as we're seeing, and also filled in the central midfield at times. There he is on the ball once more. Plays it down the line for Arshad to chase. Just too much on that for Arshad Shamim. Shamim just seems to have found a club where he could settle down properly now and have a good run of games, formerly with the Home United and the Lion City Sailors. Also had a couple of seasons with the Young Lions. Spent some time on loan with the Geylang International and then joined Albirex for this campaign. I'm going to try and get a few more starts. Arshad Shamim, he's making his 28th appearance here, but just 8 starts for this campaign. To 955 minutes coming into this fixture for Arshad Shamim. And those 955 minutes being the third highest number of minutes he's played in his professional career. The highest since 2022, when he managed 971 minutes for the Young Lions. He will have surpassed that mark at his time on the pitch here, adding another 40 minutes at least. He should be crossing that 1,000-minute mark for Albirex in this match. The last time he managed that was in the 2019 season with Home United. Featured for them in 1,018 minutes in the league. So this will be his best season in terms of minutes played for Arshad Shamim. Acceleration there from Otake. Still has that speed and that quickness of movement and thought. Lovely left foot, good ball in. Comes back out to Hazik. As Otake for support. Back to Hazik. Has to deliver quality. It's ahead of Faisal. Yoshimura! Brilliant finish from Junki Yoshimura. That is a great goal from the youngster. Really solid technical quality that he has. It's his first of the season. One touch to take it down and fired in. No chance for Riki Kimura. From the top of the box. Top quality from Yoshimura to give Albirex the go-ahead goal. First of the season and his first in the SPL since September 2023, when he scored in a 5-0 win for Albirex against Tanjong United. And that 2023 campaign, the first time he really played a big part in the success of the side, picked up the SPL title, also was a part of the squad in the 2022 season. He won the title then, but he only made one appearance, and that was late on in a game against Balestier. It'll be wanting to keep a hold of him, Junki Yoshimura, Singaporean talent. I spoke of his versatility earlier. Oh, he's got good technique as well. "27 appearances now for this campaign for Junki Yoshimura, and importantly 25 of them have been starts. He's played more than 2,200 minutes in the league now. That's going to do his development a world of good, Junki Yoshimura. One of the success stories of this Albirex system, Yoshimura, being brought through and given opportunities at senior level. And showing that he has the quality to contribute. Oshino onto Nakano. Here's side Firdaus looking for another here just before half-time. A bit of hesitation there. Unorthodox from Kimura. He spilled it. Referee has awarded a free kick. Oshino asking the question as to why that's been given against him. I think there's an acceptance there. And he made contact with Riki Kimura. Interesting choice of technique from Riki Kimura here, just to almost slap it away, and perhaps got a little bit fortunate there. Slightest of touches from Shuhei Oshino. So just a minute at the minimum. Oshino coming towards the end of that minute. Probably let this attack pan out before he blows the whistle for half-time, the referee. If they're interested in getting a shot away. Nope, it's a pass back, so takes the opportunity to blow for half-time. A really good first half of football here at Jurong East between these two sides. A proper derby. This one is. Shingo Nakano getting himself on the score sheet in the 4th minute. Got off to a great start. Salif Sise then equalized for Tanjong Pagar in the 14th. Both those players with some really good finishing in the box. And then from the edge of the area, Junki Yoshimura in the 42nd minute. But the second goal for Albirex Niigata means at halftime here, it's Albirex Niigata Singapore 2, Tanjong Pagar United 1. Welcome back to Jurong East for what is the halftime break here. Albirex Niigata 2, Tanjong Pagar United 1. A very entertaining first half that it has been. Let's get into the highlights when we can, because there's been quite a bit of action that's gone on in that first 45. We've had an early goal, well, a couple of very early goals. And a chance here, almost right at the beginning, from Shingo Nakano. Just getting underneath that cross from Arshad Shamim. Got off to a great start, Albirex, at a high tempo, and they got the reward for that with this opener in the 4th minute. Shingo Nakano with his 22nd of the season. And after some really good play from Albirex in the build-up, Yohei Otake finding himself with some freedom to work with. Just lifting it in behind for Shingo Nakano to then put away. Good first touch, allowed him to finish off with his second. Just lifted it over the onrushing Riki Kimura. So that was 1-0. Wouldn't take very long for Tanjong Pagar to find the equalizer. Zenevio Mota threading the ball through into Salif Cisse in the 14th minute. Oh, also just chipped it over Hassan Sani. Very nicely done for his 9th goal of the season. Well timed with that run in behind. Played on side by Mikuni and found by Zenevio Mota, who picks up yet another assist for this season, his 5th of the campaign. Well spotted and excellently finished. A couple of looks over his shoulder there, just to have a look at the goalkeeper's positioning from Salif Cisse for finding the back of the net. Shingo Nakano then had an opportunity to make it 2-1 here in the 29th minute, denied by an excellent save from Riki Kimura. It's too strong for Syed Akmal, who couldn't find his way past Riki Kimura on that occasion. Then the second goal for Albirex, Junki Yoshimura. A top quality strike from the young man for his first goal of the season, finding the bottom corner. Great finish from Junki Yoshimura. Went to the one side to celebrate, changed his mind, went across to the other. That's exactly where the camera is, and why not? Excellent effort from Junki Yoshimura. Just to give Albirex Niigata the lead going into the halftime break, and you don't mind it at all when it's a goal of that sort of quality to have a look at it over and over again. So wonderful first half so far. Albirex with 6 attempts, 3 of them on target. They've scored 2. Tanjong Pagar, surprisingly, just the 1 attempt, scoring from their 1 on target. So Albirex will be pretty happy with the way things have gone in at first 45. They generally controlled proceedings. Tanjong Pagar will be looking for a bit more of an improvement in the second 45, especially in an attacking sense. 2 more matches coming up for you in match week 35. Brunei DPMM up against BG Tampines Rovers over at the Hassan Al Bolkiah National Stadium tomorrow. Kickoff at 8:15 p.m. Then the Young Lions against Hougang United on Monday. Kickoff 7:45 p.m. That one at the Jalan Besar Stadium. We'll go away for another quick break, and when we come back, we will have the second half between Albirex Niigata and Tanjong Pagar United. And welcome back to Jurong Stadium for this Singapore Premier League fixture. Match week 35 between Albirex Niigata Singapore and Tanjong Pagar United. Jurong East derby this one. And it's Albirex who are leading by 2-1 coming into this second half. A very good first 45 that we had, really entertaining. Plenty of chances for Albirex Niigata. Just the one real opportunity for Tanjong Pagar. Scored by Salif Sise for his 9th of the season. Shingo Nakano with the opening goal, his 22nd of the campaign in the 4th minute of this match. Take it over Kimura to give Albirex the lead. And then Sise with that equalizer in the 14th minute. Before Junki Yoshimura scored his first of the campaign in the 42nd minute. With a really good finish from just around the top of the penalty area to give Albirex the lead going into the halftime break. So a couple of changes is the response from Tanjong Pagar for this second half. And there is one of them. 17-year-old Torsten Takashi Cross will be making an appearance, as will the 34-year-old Raihan Rahman, double his age. Number 16 coming on for this second 45 in place of Fatullah Rahmat. So some youth and plenty of experience on for this Tanjong Pagar United side as they try and change things up after the break. That's the score of the second goal there, Junki Yoshimura. So it will be Tanjong Pagar United to get us underway for the second half. Raihan Rahman with this strategy from kickoff to send it long and try and gain some territory. And they'll apply that high press into the corner against Albirex, who have to try and find a way out here. Albirex will be going from left to right on your screens for this second half in the all-orange up against Tanjong Pagar United in the purple and black. It's been turned over very quickly. That's Cross, his first involvement. So throw a pass into Raihan Rahman. Two substitutes looking to combine on that left-hand side, and they've earned themselves an early corner here. Cross making his 9th appearance of the campaign. It's his first season in the Singapore Premier League. Not a bad ball in by Raihan Rahman. A player that's gone down there in need of some treatment. After that was played in by Raihan Rahman. Marcus Moses, he should be okay. The 9th appearance of the campaign for Marcus Moses. From the Lion City Sailors. Here's Sise. Mota. Just ran out of room to work with. To 30 appearances for this campaign for Zenevio Mota. 24 of them have been starts. Got himself that assist for Cisse's goal in the first half, and hasn't been a bad signing for Tanjong Pagar at all. Mota from Timor-Leste. Celebrated his 20th birthday on the 22nd of April. Here's Cisse, trying to turn his way past Mikuni. Arshad. Naoki Yoshioka. Nice reversed into Otake again, and behind that Tanjong Pagar midfield. Hoshino flips it out wide to Arshad, gets into the area, looks to attack this cross. Kikimura again, can't gather. It's another one. He's just essentially palmed down instead of looking to try and claim and ease the pressure on his defense. Needed help from Rezareski that time around. He made a great save in the first half, Riki Kimura, denying Shingo Nakano an opportunity to get his 23rd of the season. He's won a free kick here, has Nakano. So Take, again, quality into the box, comes back down again. Arshad Shamim. Anybody's in the way for him to find a way past. As Mikuni gets the possession first. Mota not giving up the pressure. Back to Mikuni from Hassan Sani. Cross. But pretty painful one, that. Gonna get the ball out so they can get some treatment to Koki Kawachi. He's still down. Gets straight to his face there. Painful one for Koki Kawachi, and they have to make sure in these situations that he hasn't been concussed. Just off the side of the head. Tried to get up and go again, Koki Kawachi, but wasn't able to continue. And so they'll take the time to do the necessary checks. Just to make sure he's going to be okay if he does want to carry on. As Cross, who's been very impressive with the chances he's been given in this Tanjong Pagar United side. Doesn't let anyone down. He's done a good job down that left-hand side. It looks to be a real talent. Might just hold off on a change here just to see how this develops with Koki Kawachi. Do have Sharul Sazali on the bench as a potential option to come on. Daniel Martins is also there. Won't want to lose Koki Kawachi though. It doesn't look like they will. Play continues. It's nicely done from Otake. The idea was anyway for Hazik. It's a bit too much on that pass for him to keep in play, so they'll get that territory. Yoshimura. Oh, it's a lovely turn from Hoshino. Well defended. Strong play there from Hoshino and then Faisal Roslan. Deserves that credit. Wada. Intelligent play from Wada. Again, the intent was clear. Gonna get it on first time to Azim. Just a little bit behind him. Gave Albirex the opening to get themselves back and defend it. Sent up to halfway by Hassan.
Thank you. Tắm trà, tao đi tắm trà. Qua rồi, nó tao đang vừa, thôi đi vừa.
Here's Raihan. Rezareski was fouled from behind by Yohei Otake. Free kick in a good position here. And when you're struggling to create chances, as Tanjong Pagar have been in this match, we'll be looking to try and make the most of these opportunities. Nicely positioned and a good turn away. Just a bit of panic there from Yohei Otake. Going into the back of Rezareski. You can hear what some of the fans think about that. They want a booking for Yohei Otake. Red card, probably asking for a bit much. Otake does have 4 yellow cards this season. Former Vivarin Nagasaki, Shonan Bellmare player. Came through with the FC Tokyo, so he's got plenty of experience and quality, Yohei Otake.
No, one is going to touch the ball, one is going to shoot it. I said that word.
So Raihan standing over this. It's between him and Tomoki Wada. Couple of options for Tanjong Pagar. It looks to be Wada! Great effort. Brilliant save from Hassan Sani. Went flying across. Even at 41.
One, go! One, go!
There's Wada, lifted in this time. It was a really good effort from that free kick. The save was top class from Hassan Sani. Seifert Hours, look at his energy and work rate. Cynical foul there from Marcus Moses. He's going to be booked here. Shingo Nakano, as all professional players tend to do, trying to get him in a bit more trouble by saying that Seifert Hours could have been in behind. He can try, but he's not going to be booked for a foul in that position. Here's Marcus Moses. Gave away a penalty against the Lion City Sailors recently. And that's his third booking of this campaign. As Otake. Low delivery is cleared away by Azim Akbar. Otake. It's all the way there to Mikuni again. Another header from a corner, going wide. And he's just trying to go for that top corner of the goal. Well, I mentioned earlier in the first half, he gets himself into some really good positions. In those set-piece situations, he can probably feel that he should be putting a few more of those away. Seifert House, he went through the back there of Salif Cisse, and they wanted more. But the referee saying that he thought Seifert House had gotten some contact on the ball there. He should be fit enough to continue, Salif Cisse. So that's not going to be too much of a concern for Tanjong Pagar. Marcus Moses, Mota, Azim. Shot takes a touch off Arshad. Falls into the path of Zenivio Mota. Straight into Yoshimura. There's that skill of Zenivio Mota. And he find a teammate, almost did. Cross keeps the attack going. Marcus Moses into Raihan Rahman. Gonna make his way past Naoki Yoshioka. That's another corner for Tanjong Pagar. Easy. Plucked out of the sky by Hassan Sani. Hazic, dangerous. With those runs in behind, ball played back in, big chance, Nakano can't put that away. Look at this defending from Tanjong Pagar. It's desperate, just getting bodies in the way. Syed Akmal with the first challenge on Nakano, and then Faisal Roslan with the clearance off the line. Well, I say clearance, it was just a touch of the line that has gone out for a corner to Albirex. A series of really good chances. It's been just as entertaining in the second half as it was in the first. Here's Saifid Aus. Chance for Tanjong Pagar on the break, perhaps. Arshad there just to clean up, puts it out for a throw-in. That's not an issue. Gives his side the chance to get themselves back into defensive shape. And Emireka will be coming on for Arshad Shamim. Came on against Gelang Emireka and scored a goal. Another change here, this time for Tanjong Pagar. And it's Shahadat Masnawi who will be coming on. Rezareski and Azim Akbar are both off. Sahil Suhaimi also on, along with Shahadat Masnawi. So those are attacking changes for Tanjong Pagar. They're really going for it here. Otake on by Nakano. Shahadat Masnawi works really hard for the side. Decent bit of pace, but he doesn't quite carry that goal threat. And just 3 goals for Shahadat Masnawi this season. Sahil Suhaimi has also come on. Has 4 for this campaign. Shahadat making his 29th appearance. For Sahil Suhaimi, it's his 28th. There's Otake on the turn, space to drive into, picks out Nakano, cross with the touch, it's unfortunate, and it's gone in, and Albirex get their 3rd. Shingo Nakano, well, he's claiming it, and the early information is that it will be his goal. We'll have to wait and see. We get confirmation on whether there was a touch from cross here on its way in. Wonderful play by Otake initially, just to break in behind at Tanjong Pagar midfield, and then on to Nakano. Got an effort towards goal, but I think there was a touch of cross here, off his left boot, which took it away from Riki Kimura. Well, he will want it. And it looks like it's been awarded to Shingo Nakano. That's his 23rd of the season. Cross tried to get there. He got a touch on that. Well, he couldn't quite deny Shingo Nakano. A little bit unfortunate for the youngster. But Albirex deserve the lead that they've built. So a lot to do here for Tanjong Pagar. They've shown their hand already with the changes that they've made. Shahadat and Sahil on. Also with those two earlier changes, Raihan Rahman and Thorsten Kross coming in. And change here, Haziq is out. And the number 22, Sharul Sazali, is on for Albirex. Touch of cramp here for Said Firdaus. Sharul Sazali making his fifth appearance for Albirex since joining the club from BG Tampines. Made 4 appearances for BG Tampines this season, played for them for just 18 minutes before his move to Albirex. 26-year-old defender. And they might need to think about another one here now, with Said Firdaus looking in quite a bit of discomfort. Tanjong Pagar up to 98 goals conceded for the campaign now. Getting close to that record. The Young Lions set. Young Lions conceding 103 goals in 2022, which is the most goals conceded in a season. Tanjong Pagar getting close to that mark now. Gonna have to be careful. They have at least 20 minutes or so to go in this one, and they've also got Geylang International in their last match of the season on the 25th of May. There's that change. Sharul Sazali on for Haziq Kamarudin. It's finally taken place. Here's Shingo Nakano. There was some discussion about whether there was going to be an own goal, wanted to cross or given to Shingo Nakano. The officials on the pitch at the Jurong East have said that they are awarding it to Shingo Nakano. So it will be his goal, his 23rd of the season. Very solid campaign. Overtakes Dejan Racic on the top scorers charts. Goes one ahead of him, and he's now, Shingo Nakano, just one behind Korai Tanaka, who has 24 for this SPL campaign. Pure goal scorer Shingo Nakano, 23 goals, just the 1 assist. Not really interested in setting up opportunities for others, but he's deadly and effective. Up front on his own, leading the line, and it's been a huge help to Albirex Niigata this campaign. Here's Sahil. He just got away from Cisse and Shahadat, but Mota picks it up. Still with Mota. Cisse. That might fall to cross, it does. It's an effort on target, but it's straight down the middle. Just off the back of Koki Kawachi, falling kindly for cross through legs of Yoshimura, but Hassan was well positioned. Easy enough save in the end. Mota. Foul on Raihan Rahman. Well, looking very good for Albirex Niigata here in the final home match of this campaign. They will be up against Pallister Khalsa on the 25th of this month in the last game of the season. Daniel Goh set to come on. And he'll be replacing Saifrid Awos. Passes the armband on to Mikuni.
Substitution for Albirex Singapore, number 15, Saifrid Awos Hassan, is replaced by number 11, Daniel Goh.
5 goals this season for Daniel Goh. 24th appearance. That's the 10th time, or 11th time rather, he's come on off the bench. So he puts a cross in there, too close to Riki Kimura. Oh, Mikuni will be booked for that challenge. On Shahadat. Tidy turn away by Shahadat Masnawi. Catches Mikuni off guard and off balance. Not too bad of a foul to give away, really, by Mikuni. Far away from the goal and just stops any potential counter-attack from Tanjong Pagar United. And having a bit of a chat there as well with Cisse, it looks like. Perhaps discussing their plans after the end of this season. It's in need of some treatment here. Shahadat taking a knee to the lower back. So that debate about who that goal should be awarded to is still going on. The VAR is apparently speaking with the on-field referee about that third goal from Albirex. And VAR is insistent that it should be an own goal, awarded as an own goal. So I think the match official might be confirming that then. Here's another look at this. It does take a touch of cross into that far post. There. There's a first shot from Nakano. He does get a shot away, but it immediately comes off the left boot of Cross. And that takes it past Riki Kimura. So it's been confirmed now that it's going to be awarded as an own goal, unfortunately, for the 17-year-old Cross. Obviously just unlucky there. And I think Shingo Nakano will not be too happy to learn that it's actually been taken away from him. So he doesn't go above Dejan Racic and the top scorer's shots. Instead, he goes level with him. Oh, he stays level with him after his open in the 4th minute of this match. So goal for Nakano, 1 for Yoshimura, and an own goal for Cross. Making up the 3 for Albirex. Here's Daniel Goh. Can he pile on the misery? It's Goh! Great save. Nakano on the rebound. They're hoping for a flag. It doesn't look like they'll get one. Oh, they have. They took their time. Went off celebrating. And Shingo Nakano could have been on a hat-trick. Well, he's done his part. he's put away the chance, so this will be checked. And he's pretty convinced that he was onside. There's another look at this. Great shot, this one though, from Daniel Go, just as it opened up for him. Yeah, he looks like he's on. That should be given. Close call, but I think he's onside, that Shingo Nakano. Riki Kimura, he tried his best. He even celebrated the raising of that flag. But I think it's going to be awarded. What we've seen from that replay anyway, he looks to be well onside. Yep. So he gets his 23rd goal of the season, eventually, Shingo Nakano. Now goes ahead of Dejan Racic. Could have had his hat-trick. Goes off to celebrate with the Albirex fans on the far side of the pitch there. A lovely moment for Nakano and those supporters. Daniel Go, the architect of this one, with his effort. You can see quite clearly Shingo Nakano, as that shot is taken from Daniel Go, he's onside. And he was optimistic about that chance popping up for him. We hear that often about strikers. They're optimistic in these situations, thinking there's going to be a chance for them. The goalkeeper's going to spill it, or there's going to be a rebound, or something will happen, and that's how they get these goals. Optimistic and opportunistic. Up to 23 for the campaign, and that's what you're taught as a young striker as well, to follow up on shots. And that's exactly what he's done. So you even just go back to the basics of the game, making sure you get the basics right. And Nakano gets his reward by following up on that effort. Cisse takes it down well. Here's Shahadat. Cisse. Difficult really, once that touch went in behind him. Have to try and readjust. So we're just thinking about a change, Albirex. And Yohei Otake is the player who is set to come off. And they're looking at bringing on the 17-year-old Sim Junyen, number 77. Oh, apologies, that was Tanjong Pagar, rather. My apologies, got my 77s mixed up. Israfil Yusuf for Tanjong Pagar. And he's on for Tomoki Wada. Got my 10s and my 77s crossed. Apologies. Israfil is on. So from the Lion City Sailors, Israfil. Here's Otake. Look at Nakano. Chases that. Marcus Moses had just switched off, and Nakano was well switched on. Yoshimura. Nice idea. Much weight on that pass for Daniel Go, who's come on and made an impact with his contribution towards that fourth goal of Albirex from Shingo Nakano. I wonder if he's been told yet that he doesn't actually have a hat-trick. Nakano. Good ball in, that's another for Albirex, Shuhei Hoshino. That's his 7th of the campaign. Nakano with the assist, just his 2nd assist of the season. Peeled out wide, put a good ball into the box. And that's a very good finish from Shuhei Hoshino. Yeah, lovely delivery that from Shingo Nakano, just asking for a finish. And Hoshino, first time, 29-year-old, putting that away for his 7th of the campaign. And his first goal in the league since the 21st of February, which was against Tanjong Pagar in a 2-1 win. So 5 goals conceded here by Tanjong Pagar. That's now 100 goals that they've let in this campaign. And they've scored just 32. Bearing down on that unwanted record that the Young Lions currently hold from the 2022 campaign of 103 goals conceded. I do have to say that there were fewer matches played that campaign. Just 28 in the league when the Young Lions conceded there 103. Tanjong Pagar, interestingly, have actually scored fewer than the Young Lions that season. The Young Lions ended that campaign with 34 scored. Tanjong Pagar now on 32, and Tanjong Pagar have played more matches. So while they've had more opportunities to concede, they've also had more opportunities to score. Styles pass, well cut out by Yoshioka. His cross. A bit of nonsense there off the ball between Yoshimura and Sharat Masnawi. The referee let that one go. It looked like there might have been a foul there. If that had eventually gone in, surely would have been reviewed. So Albirex improving on their goal difference. If it stays this way, they will go from -19 to -15. Still a long way off of Ballistic Ulcer's +3. Looking to get another one here, though. Is Daniel Go again? As Marcus, it probably went the wrong side there. Daniel Go, there was some space on his left to go towards, and we already saw earlier, it was pretty good with his left foot. Otake. Yoshioka. Here's Daniel Go. Just to burst away from cross. Was that a handball? Yes, says the referee. A nightmare of a second half this has been for Tanjong Pagar. And Albirex with the opportunity to get their 6th. Looks like it's going to be Daniel Go. Just waiting on the confirmation of this decision. The on-field call is handball. Hits the left arm of Marcus Moses. And if this is confirmed, then it'll be 2nd penalty. And he's given away. Conceded 1. His foul on Maxime Lestien that led to the opener for the Lion City Sailors. He's given another one here. Perhaps a little bit unfortunate. It's just been fired into him with that cross, and I don't think he was really aware of the fact that the ball was going to hit his arm in that position. He's sort of running back. And it's a little bit unlucky when the penalty has been awarded. And it will be taken by Daniel Go. Change in the run-up. Kimura with the save. It wasn't a great penalty from Daniel Go. But Ricky Kimura does very well. A couple of really big saves in this match for Tanjong Pagar that he's pulled off. There was one in the first half from Shingo Nakano and another one there just to keep it at 5. Chance from the corner perhaps. Otake. Good pace on the delivery once again. Will go out for a corner on the other side. Daniel Go with that penalty being saved means he stays on 5 goals for the SPL season. The last time he scored in the league was in October, on the 19th of October last year, in a 3-2 win for Albirex against BG Tampines. A great chance to end that drought. Okay, with the outswinger, Kawachi climbs well. And Kimura is taking a knock here. Oh, Daniel Go is going to go in for the rebound. Good to see there wasn't much of an overreaction there from the Tanjong Pagar players. It was spilled by Ricky Kimura. I had the right to go for that, Daniel Go. It was fouled. It was nicely done by Kimura. And I think it was just a little bit of afters there. Whether there was a kick out, so that will also be looked at.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 4 minutes of added time. 4 minutes.
So a minimum of 4 minutes to be added on. It's 4 minutes from the restart of play. Still time for us to get another goal. Nakano. We could get another one. Oh, we should have. Hoshino puts that over. A delicious ball in that from Shingo Nakano. Should have been put away by Shuhei Hoshino. So Albirex will very much claim Jurong East as theirs. 3 wins from the 4 derbies between these two sides, going the way of Albirex Niigata. There will be another booking here. This time it's for Sahil Suhaimi. Take takes it short to Yoshioka. Oh, Nakano. Ricky Kimura punched it into Nakano and it comes back into him. Shahada, cross. Here's Go. Hoshino. I'm sure he thought about playing it down the line for Daniel Go. He barges cross off the ball, bounces straight back up and gets back in there cross. Credit to the youngster. Otake. Cleverly on to Yoshimura. Faisal there with the interception. It's Raihan. Cross. Given away by Shahadat. Very cheaply. Frustrated challenge there from Raihan. Hasn't really been able to get into this game at all, Raihan Rahman. Otake, on the other hand, has been excellent, pulling the strings for Albirex. Gets on the ball again. Once more, out to Yoshimura. Here's Mikuni. Sure what he was looking for there, Mikuni. Played it out, so Yoshimura could receive some treatment. He actually went off the pitch and then came back on, Yoshimura. I guess this late on. Yeah, he doesn't need the treatment, does he? Well, they're well on their way to these 3 points. That was confirmed much earlier. That will give them some distance. 4 points they will have over Brunei DPMM as the final whistle goes here. It's another win, 3 in a row for Albirex against Tanjong Pagar United. They're well on top of their Jurong East rivals and looking to keep a hold of that 5th place. A wonderful performance from this Albirex Niigata side in their final home match of the season. They've not let any of their fans down. It's been a wonderful evening at Jurong East. It all began in the 4th minute. Shingo Nakano with the opener for his 22nd of the campaign. Tanjong Pagar equalized through Salif Sise in the 14th. That was his 9th of the season. Junki Yoshimura then just before half-time in the 42nd made it 2-1 to Albirex. And then they continued their dominance in the second half. Torsten Cross with an unfortunate own goal in the 66th, making it 3-1 for the home side. Nakano getting his 23rd of the campaign in his 78th to make it 4-1. And then Shuhei Hoshino with his 7th of the season, wrapping things up in the 83rd minute. Final score at Jurong East Stadium, Albirex Niigata Singapore 5, Tanjong Pagar United 1. Let's have a look at all the action. Beginning with this opening goal from Shingo Nakano in the 4th minute, his 22nd of the campaign. Played through excellently by Yohei Otake, who picked up his 8th assist of the season with that lovely ball. Just flicked into the penalty area, and that touch and finish from Nakano, excellent as well. Sise with quality up front. And he showed it, lifting it over the onrushing Hassan Sani after being played in by Zenivio Mota for his 5th assist of the campaign to make it 1-1. There was a good response from Tanjong Pagar after going down to that early Nakano goal. It was just a matter of consistency for them. They just weren't able to maintain that throughout this contest. A rare moment of joy, that equalizer from Salif Sise for Tanjong Pagar United. Have a look at this effort from Junki Yoshimura. One touch to set himself and then rifled into that bottom corner for his 1st of the campaign, a 20-year-old. Getting the go-ahead goal for Albirex just before half-time, unerring with the finish. Good pace, power and accuracy on that. to give Albirex the lead. And into the second half, break in play in midfield, allowing Otake to carry the ball forward before laying it off for Shingo Nakano, who thought he scored his second of the night. Managed to get a shot away, but it was immediately touched on by Cross in towards that far post off his left foot. Unfortunate for the Australian. And it was initially given to Shingo Nakano before it was corrected and awarded as an own goal. Not that Albirex would have cared too much about it. Allowed them to open up their advantage. And then this effort from Daniel Go, put away by Shingo Nakano, followed up on it, as all good strikers do, to make it 4-1. That was in the 78th minute. And a nice celebration there at the end as well, with those Albirex supporters. Daniel Go just cutting inside. You can see quite clearly on the replay. Nakano onside, and well put away. Credit to Kimura. Decent attempt at a save, but popped back up in the air for Nakano to apply a simple finish in the end. And then getting their 5th of the night, Albirex in the 83rd minute. Nakano with the assist, Hoshino with the finish for his 7th goal of the season to make it 5-1. And that was also goal number 100 conceded by Tanjong Pagar United this season. Good ball in by Nakano, expertly finished by Hoshino. First time, full of control. And gets it past the goalkeeper for number 5. Could have been a lot worse for Tanjong Pagar. Daniel Go wins the penalty here. His cross handled by Marcus Moses. I don't think the young defender knew too much about it, to be honest. It's just one of those unlucky situations. He's just running back, and it's a cross that comes off his arm. And then Daniel Go seeing his effort saved by Riki Kimura. To prevent the concession of goal number 101. Well, Kimura played his part. Kept out some really good efforts from Albirex, who were in complete control of this one. 13 attempts, 54% possession, 8 efforts on target, 5 goals. Very effective and efficient. Clinical on the night. They dominated Tanjong Pagar United and come away with a big 5-1 win. It's their biggest win against Tanjong Pagar since April of 2021. Here's what it means for the standings then. Albirex keep a hold of 5th, and they open up that gap between themselves and Brunei DPMM to 4 points. DPMM do have a game in hand, but the pressure is on DPMM now to try and close in. Tanjong Pagar United, as I said at the start, will stay bottom of the standings no matter what happens, but it's their 22nd defeat of the campaign. Just 3 wins and 100 goals conceded, just 32 scored. They stay on 15 points. More football coming your way in the Singapore Premier League on match week 35. DPMM up against PG Tampines Rovers tomorrow at the Hassan Al Bolkiah National Stadium. Kickoff at 8:15 p.m. for that one. Young Lions will be in action against Hougang on Monday, the 19th of May at the Jalan Besar Stadium. Kickoff for that match, 7:45 p.m. Well, thanks for joining us this evening. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage of this matchup. It's been a very entertaining contest. The last Jurong East derby of the season finishes Albirex Niigata 5, Tanjong Pagar United 1. It's goodbye from Jurong East. We'll see you soon for more from the Singapore Premier League.